Hello and welcome viewers to another brand new episode of At Ease No Media, where we discuss media related topics at ease. This is the 15th episode of the series Indian Press Law. Where we will be talking about yellow journalism. So let's directly move into the screen.
Today's lesson we will be studying about yellow journalism. So, in this lesson the key points of discussion are meaning of yellow journalism, the aims of journalism, the history behind yellow journalism and paparazzi. So, let's begin. Well, now we are starting with the meaning part. That means, as the name yellow journalism is pretty much self-explanatory. That means putting the yellow color to the journalistic reports or news. So, the main meaning of yellow journalism is that degrading kind of journalism. Degrading, that means the distorted news, publishing distorted news and the exaggerated news, the colorful news to attract the public's attention, thus to increase the circulation. So, this is considered as the journalism without soul. Now, yellow journalism is the use of news or features of shocking and sensationalized style. Shocking as well as sensationalized style with emotional appeal. So that the newspaper or the magazines attracts the reader's attention, to draw the reader's emotional attention. It's an emotional appeal that sensationalized the shocking psychology of the viewers. So just to attract, just to draw attention, this degraded kind of journalisms were used and were started back in the year 1887, long back. Now, the main part, basically this sensationalism is unwarranted by facts and subject matters. The facts and subject matters used in this kind of journalism is not trustworthy, is not worth of sharing the news. That's why it is considered as the journalism without soul. Now let's move on to the next part, that is the aim of journalism. The aim of journalism. Remember, I repeat, aim. I am not talking about aims of journalism. There are several aims of journalism, but the main aim of journalism is to render service to the people by catering news, information and keeping with internationally accepted norms. Sole purpose, the primary aim is to render service to the people. How? By casting news and information, keeping the internationally accepted journalistic norms in mind. But this was the aims, rather this is the aim. There is a big but written over here. That means the hindrance of this aim is that facts here are distorted or exaggerated. Why the facts are distorted? Because the unethical means are adopted. Why these unethical means are adopted? Just to increase the circulation. It's very simple. Using colorful newses to attract the reader's attention, to draw the reader's attention, hence the circulation will increase. Just to increase the circulation, they use colorful use of informations, colorful use of news. So this is the kind of yellow journalism. That means the aim has shifted from mission to business. So this shift from mission to business gave birth to yellow journalism. Now let's move on to the next part, that is the history behind yellow journalism.
Talking about the history of yellow journalism, Joseph Pulitzer, publisher of the New York World, and William Randolph, who in 1887 became the editor of the San Francisco Examiner, were the main responsible for birth of yellow journalism. That means Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph in the newspaper New York World were mainly responsible for the birth of yellow journalism. So to do that, they combined good reporting with bad reporting, that is emphasizes on sensational photographs and comic strips in colored, as the name suggests, colored way to manipulate the targeted audience, and to increase the circulation level by the means of unfair journalism. So, the term itself suggests that the report contains colored expression. Now, continuing with the history part, the start of yellow journalism. The New York World by William Randolph introduced a cartoon in yellow color under the title Yellow Kid. So, the name, as per the name Yellow Journalism, the New York Times editor William Randolph introduced a cartoon in yellow color, and the name of the cartoon was Yellow Kid. And public was enjoying it, thus the circulation was increasing. So, their experiment of the Yellow Kid were successful, as the public was enjoying it and the circulation was increasing. Subsequently, the term became universally accepted as yellow journalism to identify the sensationalized news or feature in newspaper throughout the world. That means this kind of journalism, this kind of degrading journalism were becoming famous throughout the world. This kind of distorted kind of journalism. So, this is something, the history, behind this history, two names we must mention. Number one goes Joseph Pulitzer and the second one is William Randolph. So, in the newspaper New York World, as we have discussed, they published a colored journalism under the name of Yellow Kid. So, public enjoyed it and public increased the circulation. Hence, it became world famous. So guys, that was the part history. Now moving on to the next part, that is paparazzi. Before moving to the paparazzi part, if you guys are facing any kind of problem or any kind of doubts you are having, please let me know in the comment section below. Now talking about paparazzi. So, you might be wondering that paparazzi, what's that? Recently, journalists or photographers who often indulge in this type of journalism, that means yellow journalism, is being called paparazzi. So, what's the meaning of paparazzi and how it derived, how the name came, that paparazzi? So, paparazzi is derived from the name of Signor Paparazzi. Signor Paparazzi? Who is Signor Paparazzi? Signor Paparazzi, a character in the film La Dolce Vita, directed by the famous Italian director Federico Fellini. Now we all know Fellini. So paparazzi was a character of the famous Italian director's film, Federico Fellini's film, La Dolce Vita. So paparazzi was a character of La Dolce Vita, the film. So in the film, Mr. Paparazzi, a character, was a freelance photographer who discovered that he can earn 60 times his normal income by selling to photographs which he intended controversy or conflict with the celebrity. In the regular term, it's negative publicity. So with the use of controversy, the particular photographer can earn up to 60 times of his income by selling a single photograph. So that thing gave the birth of paparazzi in real world. And the basic difference between paparazzi and yellow journalism, both are under the same shade, degrading kind of journalism. But yellow journalism was created or was discovered way back by the world in 1887. But paparazzi was discovered, or paparazzi was practiced after Federico Fellini's film La Dolce Vita. And the character Signor Paparazzi, Mr. Paparazzi, took the reality shape after the releasing of the film. So this type of journalism very often violates the right to privacy and often lead to dangerous consequences. Thus, paparazzi is also a part of yellow journalism. So, viewers, this was it with the lesson Yellow Journalism. See you in the next lesson. Keep watching At Ease No Media, where we discuss media related topics at ease.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Keep supporting At Ease No Media.